Today is a day for this IKEA cabinet to get a complete reset. I mean complete. We're going to clean it, going to repot all the plants in here and see if the plants need to be in the IKEA cabinet because some of them can be out here now. Since spring is coming soon, the time change for the time of filming is happening next week in the US. So I'm very excited. I'm actually going to probably rearrange some things in there, shelves and whatnot. We'll see. But this is the day, all day today, I am going to be taking care of this. I'm actually doing the things that I've been avoiding this week. We're just filming the IKEA cabinet resets. You'll see the rest of the reset on other days, but I'm just excited to get this going. Spring is in the air. I have a lot of new leaves in this room and makes me very happy. Let's take a look at the cabinet so you can see the before and see what I'm thinking. We have a lot of plants up here. That is going to stay the same. I will still have plants up there, but these plants need to all get repotted. And there's some plants here that need some, this plant needs a repot. Oh my gosh. And, oh, we have a bloom. What? This plant bloomed. Oh my gosh. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. The Hoya Caudata Sumatra bloomed. It actually needs to get a repot. So I'm probably going to repot it while it's in mid-bloom, which I hope it does okay. There's lots of things in here. So this to up there got a good amount of TLC during Christmas, but the plants here have not. So I did clean out this part here, but this all still needs to take a look at and a check. This Hoya this one actually had dry rot and it revived itself. I did repotted it. I didn't snip its roots and it kind of came back. There's new growth on it and everything. So we're going to check that plant. The Hoya singularis, I think. So yeah, things are looking good in here. So let's look at this corm that I have. There's a special corm in here that I have my eye on. So let's see if there's anything happening. There's a little something happening. Oh my gosh. Yep. I don't know which way is. I like to get my corms growing on the side. I don't like to put my corms vertical. I like it to be horizontal. All right, so we're going to do a check on a lot of the plants in here too. Like right now, I actually have a begonia propagating in there. It's like in there. So I want to see how that's doing. And you can see that this plant needs to come out because it needs to get more light and it needs a bigger place to grow. So yeah, and this begonia, oh my gosh, look at it. Since I repotted it, it has just exploded in growth. Oh, I'm so happy to see that. Okay, focus. This is the cabinet before. I'm also going to be doing other filming while I'm doing this as well, because there's a begonia propagation that I need to film. We're going to do that too. And then we're going to be transferring some plants to LECA. That's going to be a different video as well. I'm trying LECA again. I'm giving it another shot. I think it's the third or fourth time. And I think this time around, I'm going to do better with it because I'm a little bit more intentional and understand the plants and the LECA a little bit more. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, so first things first, we got to take all the plants out of the cabinet and put it so I can get it cleaned out. We're gonna put the plants over here. all my plants out of the cabinet. There's the cabinet. Okay, so one of the problems I've already run into is that I don't have any more of these L brackets, and I need some more. I think I have 4 here, and then there's 4 here. I need another set because I think I'm going to take this out, and I'm taking this out. So I'm gonna take these shelves out and replace it with, where are my shelves? Well, gosh darn it. I'm going to replace it with these shelves because these shelves, I had these shelves on the first time, and I think it would be better for me to do that. In my head, I think it's better. Who knows if this is going to work? I definitely know I'm going to replace this shelf with that one. I might leave this, or I might replace it. Or I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. I am going to clean it out first and then think about how I want to set it up. I know I can move some things around, so we'll see. So I wanted to show you, do you see how dirty these fans are? Oh my gosh. It is dirty. Look at that. That is disgusting. Oh, I gotta clean that. How am I gonna clean it? I can probably take these things out. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be like a full day today. A full day. Look how dirty it is from all the crumbs of plant matter and stains from watering. Yeah. It's but those the fan is kind of gross. I'm kind of grossed out by that, but you know, it needs to be cleaned. It needs cleaning. If I can get other fans in here, that would be nice, but not right now. Okay, I think it's 3 o'clock, and I'm done with the setup. So I've changed the setup a little bit. I don't have my microphone hooked up. I'm just trying to finish this so I can eat lunch. I haven't had lunch yet, but I have the cabinet set up. I did take out these 2 shelves, and I added those shelves I talked about. So now we actually have a little bit more space for the plants that have grown. This is one of the things that you have to keep in mind when you have an IKEA cabinet, because it's like you can't I don't want to keep buying plants to put small plants in here. I'm just going to modify my cabinet to hold the plants that's gotten bigger, because my Begonia palensis, it is going to just keep getting bigger and it needs a bigger home. So now I can have it here, or even at the bottom, because there's enough room. There's so much space on each shelf, and I have a smaller shelf here just in case for some of the smaller plants, and I grow vertically here, so that is where I'm going to keep my smaller ones. This is great. I think I'm happy about this setup, and this is going to be the new setup moving forward, because I will buy plants, but I'm not going to buy as much plants because I have lovely, beautiful plants that I love so much, and I want to keep giving them a good home. And I can actually put this begonia in there if I wanted to, or this one. Yeah, I can do so many things with this setup now. Oh my gosh, do you see that? That is damaged. We're gonna fix that. So yeah, I'm kind of happy with the setup, and we'll see. I might want to put one more grow light in there. I'm not sure. I think we have enough grow lights. There's enough. I think there's enough. This is Editing Rachel. I'm interrupting this video to let you know that the next segment of this video is the repot, and it's quite long. The first section of the video was just going over the IKEA cabinet and giving you a before look and giving you a little breakdown of how the shelf setup was. This part that's coming up is the repot, and the third part is a quick reveal. I'm giving you just a quick reveal of where things are in the cabinet. I'm not going to go through every plant. That video is going to come up next month. Next month, I will do a complete tour detailed on the IKEA cabinet setup. It will be about 4 weeks after the new setup to show you how things are going, and I think that's a good place for it. So if you want to jump around in this video, you can. All right, so I'll see you at the end for the complete reveal of the new setup of the IKEA cabinet. It is day 2 in a plant room, and I did have to put the plants back in the cabinet last night. This room dropped down really cold last night, and yeah, so yeah, we're gonna repot every plant in there. Every plant does not need to get repotted in there because there are some plants that I just repotted and I put it in, like the begonia polensis. I think the only plants that got repotted in there is the begonia polensis and the carnivorous plants. Well, there's the corm in there. It's fine. I think like there's a lot more that needs to get repotted in there. My room is like a mess. It's a mess in here because I am in the middle of a reset. And let me tell you what's happened. This cabinet took me so long yesterday, 6 hours to do, because I had to take everything out, clean it, and then put different things back in. And I didn't have the right tools. For one thing, my husband is the one that has all the tools, and his tools are always all over the place. And I asked him where his tools was last night. There's 2 places where it might be, his office or the barn, but it was in his truck. So you know what I did? While I do this, let me tell you what I did. I don't have tools yet, but I bought some tools, and I'm gonna keep it in my room. I'm gonna know exactly where it is at every time, and he's not going to touch it. He's not going to touch it. You know why? I bought pink tools. They're all pink, and I'm like so excited that he's not going to touch it. I'm not into pink, but if it's for my husband to keep his hands off stuff, I'm going to get it. Okay, I have some pink tools coming. I'll show you guys where'd I get it. And I need these tools all the time because I'm always rearranging in here. I'm doing stuff and I need tools. He did buy me some kind of tools to do these shelves that I have here. And I have that put away and I know exactly where it is. It's in one spot. But for Mr. Mixon, it's all over the place. That drives me crazy. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna repot mostly every plant in here. First things first, I chopped my begonia pink spot maculata. This is one of my favorite begonias. It grows so quickly and does so well, but the problem is it needs a quick repot in the growing season. So I'm gonna be. Is there roots? Let's look to see if there's, oh, there's roots already. That is awesome. Oh my gosh, we're potting this up today in pond. We're gonna pot them up in pond. The roots, oh my gosh. I love it. You know what? It was under the heat mat. That's why. I put this in here 2 weeks ago. Yeah, 2 weeks ago when I was in the mood to say I want to quit YouTube. I was in the mood of quitting YouTube. This one actually has roots, but I don't want to pot it up like this. Why did I not trim it down? I'm just going to pot it up in pond anyway. We're going to chop it and then pot it up in pond. I'm going to start growing my begonias in pond. I have one begonia growing in leca. Oh my gosh, I need to do... every one has roots. This is amazing. Oh, love it. Love it. Things are working. Things are progressing. Growing season is here. I got a trash on this side. We got soil on this side. There's pots here. Oh, my pot caddy. I got my pots here. I got my plant pots here. And I'm actually gonna put the big ones. All right, I got my little plant pot thing here, but these are the small ones. On the top, there's the bigger ones. I need to make another one. Okay, I will show you this. This is my, the bottom part of the begonia pink spot maculata. And this is in pon and leca. I just have a few leca pieces in there. I don't really see any roots. I'm sure there is roots. I don't see roots, which is so weird. But I'm starting to get little shoots and stuff. That was already starting from the old plant, but I'm going to try to see if I can get this going because actually I really like this plant. And if I can share this plant with some people in my neighborhood, that's good. This one is, I chopped it. This is another begonia. It is the begonia crackling rosy. It is growing better. I chopped the plant in my purge video and then I threw the top cut away because it was, it had a fungal issue. Every leaf had spots on it and I just didn't feel like dealing with it. So I threw that away and I kept the bottom and now we have like all this growth. But I did not change the soil. So we're gonna look at the soil and I'm gonna see if I could just chop it and put it in water and then transition it to pon. Oh my gosh, what? Shut the front door. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this begonia is in pon on the bottom and leca, and I don't see any roots yet. But I do see, this is the begonia hybrid. It's the begonia white ice hybrid, and I've treated this plant really bad, and I'm trying to make up for it. I like this plant. And there's some growth points that's maybe active. Oh yeah, there are some growth points activated. So like there's one here, and then there's one there. So that's good. But this one, there's roots. There's roots at the bottom. Oh my gosh, that's so good to see. I think I need to drain. I need to flush this plant. So, but there's already new growth happening right over here. Okay, so things are going good. Things are going good. I can't wait to see this grow. You can see me a little bit, but you're here for the plant. It's so pretty. Okay, I like this plant. All right, we're unpotting it to see where, oh yeah, see, it was too much soil in here. All right, too chunky, actually really too chunky. The root is has rot, which is what I expected. And a shame that I have to do this, but yeah. This I'm gonna trim. I am trimming, and I'm gonna rinse it and see if I got everything out, and then transition it to pon. It's kind of how I kind of have to grow my begonias. I think my begonias they're just so thirsty. And I'm sure this one's gonna throw a little fit because I messed with everything. Okay, we're gonna be putting this, I have a little bin. We're gonna rinse the roots of that for semi-hydro. And just dumping this old soil out. Okay, so we have, these are like a lot of the little plants that I had, and we're just going to This one I have leca on the bottom and some soil on top because this is a thing, a Christmas cactus, or no, spring cactus, and I put 2 leaves in here. I had a full, there's fungus gnats, that's nice. I had a full plant and it was not doing well, so I threw the plant away and I saved 2 leaves to see if it would propagate, and it did. I cannot move this to semi-hydro. I'm gonna keep it in soil. So this is what I have, and there's, yay. I don't know, the plant wasn't doing well, and I figured if these can propagate, then I can get this back. I like this plant. I mean, there's a lot of plants that I like. I really don't want to like have a large collection anymore of plants, but there are some plants that are like genuinely my favorites, like favorite plants to keep around, and this is one of them. So I have that, and this is a Singularis leaf that it was in my pot, and it's not gonna, it's a zombie leaf, it's not gonna go anywhere. There's no growth. There's no growth. We're just gonna throw this away. Yeah. All right. I do want to save my leca pieces that I have in here and wash it. Do I have? I don't want to get rid of the leca. You know how much money leca is? Leca is expensive. Everything's expensive. You guys can see, right? Okay. All right, this has been in Fluval for like a year, and I'm not sure what this is, but when I saw this leaf come in, it's probably a philodendron fuzzy petiole, and I think I remember I got this plant from someone, a friend of mine, and it died, and it was mushy, but there was like a little bit left. I didn't film anything. But I revived it, and I'm going to save it because I want to see this plant grow up. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to love it, but if I let it grow up and I see what it looks like, I can judge whether I want to keep it or give it away. And then this is a Monstera albo cutting that I also, I had problems keeping watered. It was propagating in water, and I just have problems with water propagation because I kind of set it and forget it. So I put it in Fluval and Perlite, and it has revived. So we are going to, I might transition this one to leca. All right, let's see what the roots look like in this. Oh, wow. Okay, it's kind of, it's oof. Wow, this did really well. I am so glad that I was able to save this. Cool. It's, you know, it's been growing in, that is the node. It's like a shell now. Do you see that? That's cool. And the shell has grown into its own plant. I'm just going to put it in here so I can transition it. And this one, oh my gosh, is this a shell? This is so cool. This is the shell of the Monstera, like part of the rotted part. Okay, so this looks good. An aerial root grew into the pond and probably what helped the plant. All right, I'm gonna rinse these off and get it in leca. You know, I guess this is going to be one of my journey videos that I'm going to do, and you're just here for the beginning part of it. All right, what else? Oh, this is exciting. I have so many things to clean up once this is over. Okay, this is an Alocasia green dragon, I think. It's a cross. All right, let me look. Let's look. So I'm glad I have my computer right here so I can because I purchased everything on Etsy. I can just go into my Etsy purchases and see. Okay, it's called Alocasia Green Unicorn. It's a cross with Auslanii and the dragon scale. So the dragon scale, from what I've seen in my plants, I have one dragon scale, like plain green dragon scale, and let me tell you, I feel like I've taken alocasias for granted, and there's some hardy plants. They are hardy because the dragon scale, I basically set it aside in the spare bedroom. I left it there to die, and it didn't. It's doing okay. It needs a repot and stuff, but it's not dying. There's a lot of plants that, I mean, I feel like plants are just, you know, hardy. I love that. So this is, if this is a dragon scale and crossed with an Auslanii, I want to see this grow up. So we're going to try with this one. And I'm going to see what the roots look like. It's in a tiny self-watering setup. And I am hoping transition this one to leca. I don't know if I'm able to. This is good. The root system looks really nice. It's so tiny. It's nice and warm. I love that. There's a little bit of rot. There's a little bit of root rot. All right. It was trying to grow a corm as well. This is what the roots look like. I think I'm going to, I don't want to lose this plant, but I think I'm going to rinse this one too and move it as well. I mean, all the roots look good, and I think if I wash it, it would just easily come off. All right. All right, let's get them all together. This is good. There's so much stuff that I'm going to have to wash and clean up. All right, so this is a cutting of, I'm not really doing well here with philodendron Florida Beauties because I bought a cutting and it's, oh my gosh, is there any, there's like one root. That's crazy. All right, so I'm gonna leave it in this setup. It's just not doing well. I don't know what is it about this plant that I just have problems with. Yeah, I think this might have been too moist, maybe. You know, what I could do is put it in my propagation box, right, that I have. All right, that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna dump some of this perlite out. It was just, I think it was just too wet. Yeah, we'll just put it in that prop box so it can get proper something. It grew a leaf. I'm trying with it. I have another Florida Beauty that is in the prop box and hoping that does like revives too. I'm not, the variegated plants, I feel like you have to buy it big or like with like a mature cutting or something for it to work. The green, the Florida Beauty, the Florida Green or Florida Beauty Green does really well, but the ones that's variegated is just not, I'm not good with it. Okay, so these two, this is my, what is it? It's the Monstera White Monster. I have it in moss and fluval, and this was supposed to be a temporary setup, but it's been a while. And we're gonna see if we can get this plant growing. So let's unpot. I think I'm gonna grow one in leca and one in soil. If I could remove the moss from here. Okay, it's easy. This is an easy removal. That's good. I was kind of worried for a second. It's a little too wet. I'm gonna have to wash I'm gonna have to give it a good wash. So one will be in leca and one will be in soil. See how I do. I don't want to deal with rot on this plant either. Okay, yeah, I think everything just came off really good. This is the root system. Very cool. I will be giving it a good wash, and I'm sure it would be really happy to have, you know, to be in a better setup. I want this plant to do well. Okay, here's the other one. I bought two just in case I lost one. It was, you know, tissue cultured plant, but oh my gosh, the moss is growing funny. Okay, this is easy to take off. I'm shocked. I'm just gonna take that leaf off. Okay, cool. I think this one I'll put in leca because this root system is smaller. And look, and there's a aerial root that's right there that is gonna grow, it'll grow into. So I'll do that. Okay. All right, and this is Alocasia again. Alocasia Michaeliciana, fried at green or whatever. I revived it. I feel like leaving it in here for a little bit longer. I feel like just leaving it in here. It's in fluval and doing well. Yeah, we're gonna do that. All right, so I'm gonna get some more plants that I need to repot. This is all alocasias. That's so funny. I wasn't looking to make this an alocasia video, but the plants at the top are Hoyas, and I'll be doing that next. We know my channel is mostly Hoyas. We know. Okay, so this one I just want to check. I gave it a repot in December, and I just filled the water yesterday. But I put there's a begonia leaf in here, and I need to check on it. I was trying to propagate it, but I'm sure it's not. I don't know if I'm able to wait it out. I just want to check to see what's happening to it. I don't know if I can wait it out in here. Yeah, it's... Ew, there's springtails. Yeah, it's rotted. This is what happens to me when I try to propagate begonia leaves. It's a begonia ferox, and I can see springtails in there. Okay, so that's not gonna happen. I hope I kind of dropped it in here thinking it was fine. Where is my... All right, so I am gonna just look to see if there's any corms in here. This is the Alocasia mycorrhizae albo, and I'm just checking. I'm kind of checking for corms. The plant is doing really well. It's bounced back quite a bit from my neglect, and I don't... Oh, it's really in there. Wow, that's great. I don't want to go in too deep looking for corms. The plant's doing well. It's revived. It's bounced back. I love it. I know this is going to be big, and I'm prepared for it because I have a place for it in the future where it would go. So this does not need a repot. I was just checking, and I did water it yesterday, so I'm going to put this back. Okay, next alocasia. This has bounced back. I watered this as well yesterday. I would like to transfer this to leca. I would like to do that. I'm tired of the stinking fungus gnats. But I don't know if I want to do that just yet to this plant because it just kind of bounced back from winter, and I don't want to have to like mess with it again. But I'm looking for corms. I don't think I want to see anything. Oh, root. There's a root. Oh man, I kind of wanted to move this to leca, but I don't know. I don't want it to shock or anything because I just got this plant back. Like it was, there was nothing. I had to chop it. There was nothing here. And we have another leaf and it looks really good. You know the saying, if it's not broke, don't fix it. So I think I'm going to leave it and see. And if it's not happy, if anything changes, we'll change the setup. Okay, another alocasia. When did I get all these alocasias? This one is the Dragon Scale Mint. I love it. I need to do a complete alocasia collection after I do my rehab. I think I might do that. This one's looking so good. I really think the Dragon Scale is a really hardy alocasia. Do I go corm hunting? No. It's too early. It's too early. But I will kind of, it's in a no drainage setup. I love how this one grows. It kind of is fanning out a little bit. You know, I like it. And I mean, I've never had this much leaves in an alocasia before at the same time, ever. So I like the Dragon Scale. I like it. Do I mess with its setup? Because I really want to transition them to semi-hydro. I got another leaf coming in. And it looks a lot bigger. And it looks really white. I love it. Okay, damn it, this is like a decision. I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it for now. It's nice and warm too. I love that. I love when the plants are warm. All right, so I'm gonna put these back. Okay, we got Hoyas. There's one anthurium and the rest are Hoyas. Okay. What I'm gonna do first is show you my blooms. The Hoya caudata bloom, and I do need to check to see if there's any rot in here because I've had blooms blast late last year. I am actually going to, I need to take a picture and send this to one of my Hoya friends online. You're gonna get a little picture from me on Instagram. I don't know the names of these Hoyas. This one, and it needs a repot. It's grown quite a bit. It needs to be on a trellis. And I'm suspecting there's rot. Like wet rot because it's in a cabinet, and this is what the problem I have is the water. There's water in there, and this one there's some water in here too. This one too I don't know the name of, but I don't like how it's like the leaves are. I don't like how that's what's happening there. I don't know if I have a pest problem or it's too close to grow light, or I have no idea. And I have the Toya Thomsonii. So the first things first. All right, this one, you know, I had a label on it, and the label got erased because I watered, and the pen that I used was not a waterproof pen. I've had this cutting in here for so long. I am kind of done with it. It's not grown. It's not done anything. I'm going to unpot it to see what's going on. And I'm just going to throw it away. I'm not going to... There's roots. I mean, I just don't understand. Do I wait? Do I wait it out with this Hoya? There is like... It's a node. There's like a node there for growth to happen. And the roots look good. There's no rot. I don't know what to do now. I feel like potting it back and just waiting it out again. Sometimes this is the problem I have with Hoyas. You know, I know a lot of you guys like to root in certain ways. I can't just stick to one way of rooting. I like to root in using several ways to root, because like moss, water, even soil. And of course, I'm rooting some begonias in Pon and Leca, but I can't just stick to one way of rooting. I can't. It's just like plants are not predictable, and that's why this been in soil for a year. It's been a year, over a little maybe I think over a year, and it's not done anything. When this Hoya came, there was a lot of cold damage, and I didn't think it was going to make it, so I potted it up anyway. And I have roots. So we're going to just put it back in a pot right here, in a small pot. And we are going to see if we can keep it alive. I don't know, is it because I need to add fertilizer to it? I don't know. All right, we got some new soil. We got fertilizer because I have some slow release fertilizer in there, and we'll see. There's some aeration. Where I need my chopstick too, because it's like I get air pockets when I repot sometimes in this chunky soil mix. All right, we got this repotted one, an official repot. All right, so this is the Hoya Thomsonii. It's going to bloom, but I have to take it out of this. I'm scared. There's a lot of algae, and I feel when there's a lot of algae like this, there's rot. Let's unpot. It's really wet. It's nice and warm though. Wow. Okay, so there's no rot, but that's a lot of algae. That's a lot. All right, we're gonna just change pot and give it some fresh soil. I want to see if I can get this plant going. I'm gonna put it back in a small pot. It is in a very chunky soil mix. As much I said I was gonna move my Hoyas to soft watering pots, I'm still gonna do that, but these cuttings, definitely I'm not gonna do that to these cuttings. Putting some of these in a propagation box to get a little extra help to boost their growth. I really like the Thomsonii. It's the leaves. Oh, I have a leaf buried in here. I don't want to do that. Come on, I don't want to break any. Oh crap, I broke something. Sorry. Okay, new soil, a lot more aeration. Put it back on this. This is for a floral, this is for making flowers or something. Yeah, that's my craft supplies goes to my plants. Okay. I just repotted this in a better airy soil, giving it a water later. Grow and bloom, that is the peduncle. It's not a bloom yet. Where is it? It's I promise you it's there. Oh my gosh, I promise it's there. It's right there. Do you see it? Yeah, there you go. Okay, I'm looking forward to seeing this bloom, hopefully. All right, this is the Anthurium Warcreanum, and I am going to unpot this today. I want to see what the roots look like. I want to make sure everything's like good. It's been growing really well. It's so beautiful. Okay, so as much as I complained about Anthuriums last year, I feel like I'm falling back in love with them. I'm not sure why. I don't know. Oh, the roots are really nice. Oh yeah. Oh man, we got beautiful roots. Okay, but we are going to move it to a bigger pot. Yeah, baby. You're going to a bigger pot. That much of an upsize. It has been growing really well. And I am a bit shocked that I'm really loving this plant so far. we're just gonna plop. Give it a little more soil and hopefully it'll continue to grow well. I'm looking at, I think I need to give it a bigger pot. I think it needs to go bigger. It's a little bigger. I have this one. Yeah, it's not, yeah, I think this is fine. I didn't want to go too big, but I think it needs it. Because with anthuriums, you need that area needs to be a little bit covered because there's aerial roots growing, and I want this plant to grow big. I've been doing a pretty good job keeping my anthuriums watered. I ripped the leaf. This is the front. I ripped the leaf right here. Oh no. Okay, sorry. So I can smell that I ripped the leaf. I can smell it. I'm sorry. I can smell leaf trauma. I didn't mean to do that. All right. We got it repotted. Is this the latest? That was the latest leaf as well, and it was getting bigger. Moving on. I'm going to put this back in the cabinet right now, and I'm going to give it a water later. I think what I'm going to do is after the Hoyas, I'm going to like pot up my, what are these called? Christmas spring cactus. And then I think we'll be finished with this part of the video. There is another plant I need to repot, but that's going to go into another video. So it's a begonia. I know most of you guys are here for the Hoyas. This plant, you know what I'm going to do is clean up. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to clean up, pour this water out, and because these two plants, they're long vines, and I'm going to get a bigger pot with a trellis and stuff. So let's clean up. There's two more plants that need to get repotted. Okay, after I do these, I'm going to do that one more plant because it's a philodendron mint or philodendron. I don't know. I swear, if I say the wrong name of a plant on here sometimes, the correction that I get from people is crazy. It's funny. It's funny. It's like, don't say that. You can't say that name. That's not what it is. I'm like, all right, I got it wrong. Thanks for letting me know. Okay. There is another plant that I want to look at and check on. It's not from the cabinet, but I think I need to check on it right now. All right, I'm going to have to unpot it in here. It's a alocasia. Another alocasia. I think I have a lot of alocasias. I'm going to have to do a count. This is not happy. This is not a happy plant. And I need to unpot it to see. See, do you see that? That is not good. That's not good. It's been watered. I have water in it. There's no roots coming out. I don't like this self-watering pot. This is the self-watering pot that, ooh, a little baby, almost corm. That's nice. This is a self-watering pot that I just don't like. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. Maybe it would work for leca. I think this might work for leca better than pon. It just keeps everything too wet. All right, so we're gonna just unpot it. I just need to see what's happening here. I want to be gentle, and it's been flowering a whole lot. There's rot at the bottom. It's moss. Oh, there's a corm. Oh, yay. I'm glad. I want that corm. Where am I going to put this? Oh, I'll just put it in here. A corm. We have a corm. I want to save this plant because I like it. I will, another corm. That's too bad there was rot. Yeah, it's just the bottom area that had the rot. There's another corm here. Do I take it off? I'm gonna leave it. Let it. Oh, there's two. Well, there's a lot of corms. That's good. I'm gonna cut the flowers off. This is pond roots. Pond roots look a lot like soil roots to me. I don't want to put it back in pond. All right, I'm going to figure out what I'm going to do, but I want to check to see if there are any corms here. Okay, I'm going to put it in a self-watering pot. I think I caught the rot in time. I have a hydrogen peroxide spray that I can spray on the roots right now. I need to look at you when I say this. So this is what I'm going to do. I think what I'm going to do is use the same pond and then flush it with hydrogen peroxide and water so I can get all the rot bacteria out. There's leca pieces in here, so. Water. This is like the wicking system that I think is better for pond, because every pond, like everything that I've had in, oh no. Oh, I think this is too small. Dang it. Okay, the next size up I have is this one, and it's way too big. But I can fill it halfway, like I usually do some of my plants. Let's look to see what's gonna happen to the plant. I mean, the plant actually has a better setup, but it's not, it's so big. I think I'm just gonna use this. It has a wicking system, and I think it would hold it. Yeah, it'll hold it. The roots are drying out. I didn't want to use this one, but we're gonna, and then I can flush it. In my head, this is okay. I know I should use fresh pond because there was rot, but sometimes you just have to work with where you're at. Okay, it looks to be a little secure. There's two corms that I will be putting in my little corm setup, and I'll be giving this a water in a little bit, hoping it would do better and revive. Okay, so I still gotta do, I'm sorry. I still have to do the Hoyas, so let's do that now. This stuff here that's supposed to go into leca, I'm gonna do that for another video, but you got to be there for the beginning of it. Isn't that nice? Okay, Hoyas. All right, let's unpot this one. I'm not really sure what Hoya this is. I wish I did. It came with, this is so wet. Oh my gosh. I don't even know. How is this plant? It's so crazy. This plant is, I don't see any rot. I am shocked. It's so like, it's soaking wet. All right, that doesn't mean that there's not going to be rot, would have been rot later. I did put some Hoya stems in here to propagate, and that didn't work. I don't know, did this one work? I don't know, let's see. Let's take this out. Ooh, I think that, Yeah, this propagated. Oh, that's awesome. I don't need that anymore too. Okay. Yeah. All right. We're gonna just put this in a bigger pot. I'm not gonna go too big. I think this is way too big. Where is my other pots? You know, remember I said I wanted to put my Hoyas in self-watering pots? You're gonna be mad at me. You're gonna get mad at me because I'm not gonna put these in self-watering pots. Because they're gonna go in a macrame hanger in the south window. So they're gonna go in this pot. In the living room. I want to be doing a whole house plant tour once this whole like reset is finished, because I'm doing a reset in the living room as well. Okay, I know I said I was going to put my Hoyas in a self-watering pot. It's hard to put something in a self-watering pot if it's going to go in a macrame hanger. This is literally soaking wet. I am not going to water this. Like it's dripping. It is dripping. How is this plant alive? All these lovely chunks of perlite is falling off. Well, this plant is going to go out of the cabinet too. Obviously, if I'm going to put it in the living room. I'm not going to be able to put it in the living room for a while, maybe 2 weeks. So it's going to just sit out here. But I think that's good. Trellis, time to trellis this. If you know the name of this Hoya, let me know. Okay, trellis. All right, if I'm putting this on a trellis, I don't know if I'm able to put it on a macrame hanger. Well, maybe it's going to have to go in the kitchen instead. I don't know what I'm going to do with it now. Because if I'm going to trellis this, how do you put, you can't really put something on a macrame hanger. Maybe I'll put this in here in the west window when all the others go to their designated area. Ooh, I like it. And I need to clip. I have orchid clips. And I'm not going to use my sewing clips anymore. I feel like I'm getting myself prepared because I put orchid clips in this box. And I like when I know where things are. I like it a lot. I'm just going to put a few of these. Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is done. I wish I knew this. Wait. Oh, you know what? Let me just clip this here because I don't want to. Here we go. I don't want to knock it down. I love it. There's some beautiful leaves back here too. Oh, so silvery and splashy. I think it's going to really like the west window. I hope it does well. I'm not going to transition it or anything. I'm just going to put it out here. I mean, it's humid. It's 44% humidity. It's kind of humid. All right. This one, I don't know what this is. I don't know. This was like a mystery Hoya box that I got. And I'm not even going to. Man, the soil was really, I also propagated this as well. And it propagated, oh my gosh, I'm always going to do that. I'm always going to do that when the vine can get to the root. Because this propagated. I might just leave that there. I'm not even, like the roots look fine. Yeah, shocking. The roots look fine. You know, I was drying out my Hoyas way too much because these Hoyas been like sitting in the IKEA cabinet where it's wet and sitting in water because I water and then I like forget to empty it out. I still forget. As much as I say I'm trying to get better, I still have times where I forget. And the roots don't look like there's rot yet. I think if I were to do this too much, I would get rot. Enough of me yapping. I've been yapping a lot. All right, let's just put this in here. All right, we're gonna just do this. Oh, I need a bigger pot. I need to have multiple pot sizes here. Even though I have this one, I think it's just too big. All right, I think I'm gonna go pot hunting. I'll be right back. I have this one, and I think this one is better. Well, I'm glad to know that these Hoyas didn't have any problems. All right, trellis. Looks good. I don't know if there's any kind of pest on here. You know, I need to go through my microscope and see if there's pest on my plants. I bought a new microscope because the microscope I have to use my, oh boy, I think I might run into a problem here. The microscope I have to use my phone, and I record on my phone, so it's just like hard to use that microscope with my while I'm recording to do any kind of video with my microscope. But I bought another microscope recently, and okay, there we go. Okay. And it has a monitor, so I don't have to use my phone. So I am very thankful I found that, but I'm going to take the time and go through. Once I'm done with the reset, I can like really look at take the time to look at my plants and start, really evaluating them and start seeing how I can get them to be better, because I'm going to intentionally kind of take the time for that. Next month, I'm going to do a quarterly goal, how's my goal doing every quarter. I'm going to do a video on that. I might put it on Patreon. I might put it here. I'm not sure. If you want to see that video, let me know, because I don't know if that video might not do well on YouTube, but I know a lot of you would like to know how my goals are doing. If you know the name of this Hoya, I'm sure it's a Carnosa. I'm sure both of these are Carnosas, but I'm not sure if this one's Gray Ghost. I don't know. The mystery box that I had, I was sick at the time, and I misplaced the tags and stuff. Okay, we have one more Hoya to do, and I'm going to do that one. And then I'm going to do that one, get the IKEA cabinet set up. And I'm not going to do the other IKEA cabinet yet. I don't have time for that. This video, I don't want this video to be like 2 hours, because right now we are an hour and a half, and that's going to be edited to quite a lot. I'm sorry that I have to do this to this Hoya, but I need to check the roots on it. The Hoya Caudata, yeah, there's rot. Oh no. It's in the middle of blooming too. Okay, this rot is not dry rot. It is wet rot, because it has hair now. It doesn't smell bad. Hoya root rot does not smell bad. Oh, you know what? There's a netting at the bottom. When did I do that? All right, you know what I'm going to do? There's not the roots. A lot of the roots have fallen off. Oh, more roots falling off. We have, I just love that bloom. I'm sorry. I didn't want to have to do that to this Hoya, but I must have underwatered it and then overwatered it. Okay, so we're gonna, I thought I was gonna put it in here, but this is too big for that. This is too small. Maybe the same pot size that I had before. Yeah, I think that is what we're gonna do. I'm kind of holding it with the trellis, and I need an extra hand to put soil in. All right, we're just gonna, I hope this is okay. Fill and see and hope for the best. If anything, I can chop the stems. The blooms, these blooms fall off really quickly, so maybe I'll do that then, but kind of just wanted to get it out of that rot situation. Do I try to unravel it? Let's try. Let's see. I'm gonna have to put the camera back so you can see how far this goes. Wow. Okay, so let's move all this. That's a little better. Okay, we're gonna unravel this to see where we are. This is, you see where the bloom is? There's absolutely nothing. There's no, I don't want to manipulate it too much because it's it's fragile. There's no leaves on it. It's just a vine with a long stem, and then there's a bloom. Some of these Hoyas bloom so funny. Why am I taking it off the trellis? Because I have these like zip ties on here, or bread ties, twisty ties. Yeah, I just want to use the orchid clips on it. I think I have one more to do, but I think I don't want this video to be so long that you guys check out. I mean, I'm sure a lot of you guys have already checked out, so I'm sure I'm talking to myself. I'm sure I'm talking to myself, but you know, this is how YouTube is. Not everybody stay for all of your video, but I gotta get this done. So there's still more zip ties on here. I don't want to. All right, hold this. Oh, Lord have mercy. I can't. Okay, we have one vine here, and then there's another one. And this one vine has another vine. And on that one vine with absolutely nothing is a peduncle. We'll always tell someone to not cut off the vines if you want blooms, because that's how some of these Hoyas bloom. I'm just trying to locate that empty vine, that vine where it's dried off. Okay, this vine here has nothing. It's dried here, so I'm just gonna chop that. I don't know if it's gonna revive with that rot that I had. And I have this trellis that's a little taller, and then my usual. I like my usual. I don't know. I just like what I like. I like what I'm used to. And this one's a little taller than this one. This one was, yeah. So, okay, we're gonna just wrap it with this. This I can actually put into the soil. Yeah, let's do it. Propagate right there. All right, this one got the bloom. And there is no way I could wrap this like that. So I'm gonna have to just wrap it like this. It's so funny. This Hoya, even like the vine is crusty dusty. Crusty dusty Hoyas, my favorite. Okay, this is the new setup. Let's see how this does. I'm hoping it does better. If it doesn't, I'm going to propagate without a question. I am going to call it a day, but the next segment of this video, you're going to see the final setup of the IKEA cabinet. I'm just going to do one cabinet because it would be a lot to do the other one, and the other one is where, oh, corms. The other one is where I propagate those corms, and I need to make sure I not forget about these corms. I have a little corm set up that, oh, it's cold already. I'll put it in here. And these plants are going to go in leca. So what I'm going to do later on in like an hour is rinse the roots and get them all set up into leca. And that will be another video. I will see you in the next segment. This is messy. How am I doing this so much? Okay, it is reveal time. I'm gonna give you a quick reveal because of how long this video was. If you made it all the way to the end, oh my goodness, tell me, let me know. And I wanna know how you set up your IKEA cabinet because this is how mine is now going to be set up for a while. I'm thinking there might be more changes to come after the growing season is over when things get bigger. Honestly, I don't want to keep buying new plants to go in the cabinet because that's just not efficient. I want to enjoy the plants that I have. So I know like the Reorganizing is going to be not in the cabinet after a while. I have 2 Politiforms in here and that cannot stay in here either. So things are going to change with the IKEA cabinet. And let me know, how do you set up your cabinet for a long term, because that is what I'm looking to do. I'm actually thinking of doing another complete transformation next year where it's just an open cabinet where no shelves and the plants are hanging on those vertical planters. So I don't know. I love to hear your thoughts on the cabinet. Now let's take a look at what it looks like now. It is very nice. I have that shelf that you guys saw. There's a lot of space between each section now, and I love that, and that's what I needed. So some of the plants that I have in here, I'm just gonna give you a quick overview. So like I said earlier, like this plant, actually Anthurium marrona and the 2 Politiforms I have, they're gonna eventually come out of the cabinet. They can't stay here forever. And of course, I have a Hoya Bella in here. So let's go over some of the plants I repotted. Okay, let's move this. So we repotted this lovely Cadata. It's doing well. The flowers has already dropped off. It's going to take a while for it to fully recover. The leaves are really papery, so I'm hoping it will eventually revive. I'm going to keep my eye on it for the next few weeks. I don't want this to go through any more shock than it already have. I did move some plants to leca, as you could see. There's leca plants here. These are competing against one another. You saw in the repot that I ended up leaving this plant in its setup. I didn't change it. So yeah, this is what the new setup looks like. I love it. I put the Begonia palensis right there, and it's actually doing really well already. I am so serious. There's so much growth on here. This plant is going to keep getting big. There's not as much plants in here as it did before. The vertical areas that I do grow looks different now. It's not as much plants because I've moved them outside. So let's take a look at some of the plants that I moved. This is where the Florida ghost went. That's where it is. I actually put it on a moss pole. I did not record this. It's just would have been even a longer video if I did. I moved my chicken farm Hoya that was in the cabinet out of there. So this Hoya that I said earlier in the video, I didn't know what it was. I did find out what it was. I watched a video of the mystery cuttings that I got and I figured out which plant it is. So this is the Wilbur Graves China and it is so dang beautiful. Oh my gosh, look at those leaves. I'm obsessed with every one of these leaves and I'm looking forward to seeing how it does outside of the cabinet. And this is the other one that I had. It's not looking great. I don't know what is wrong with it. It's growing really weird. But this is the Hoya Stardust. This is the begonia that you saw in the beginning of the video. I did not put it in pond. I actually couldn't find my pond. I needed to mix a new batch and wash it. So I kind of left it in water. So we're going to be attending to that in another video or off camera. I had this plant. There's roots growing out of it. I had this plant growing in the cabinet, but I moved it out. It is the cuttings that I took off my Hoya Croniana, and it is growing out of the cabinet now. So hopefully this will do well. These are the other cuttings that I had. This one's also growing out of the cabinet. This one is in a self-watering pot, and it's kind of doing okay. The leaves are still wrinkled. I don't think it's ever going to be the same again, but there is new growth happening. So that's good. So hopefully I'm going to keep an eye on this Hoya and hopefully it will kind of revive itself. But this is one of my favorite Hoyas that, you know, I had rot. This is the only plant that did not get any TLC and I will be kind of taking care of it soon. I just needed to do more of a begonia care video, so that is why this one's still not taken care of. So we're going to be kind of addressing the issues in this one. So yeah, that is the cabinet. And I didn't know I had that much alocasias. There's that one alocasia that we repotted together into, I said I was going to add it to leca, and I did. So yeah, it looks good. Not as much plants as there was before. I like that my shelves are here for smaller plants, but eventually this shelf is going to be gone because I'm going to have no more small plants to go here. So I'm going to take that shelf out probably after the growing season. Even, I think, probably before, if all goes well with all my plants and they grow up really well. So, let's close the cabinet. I like that there's not a lot of plants in here and things are gonna just keep changing from here on out. I bet you eventually we're gonna just take this whole shelf out completely, and that one. This one and this one. And plants will just be hanging from here and growing vertically there. Thank you so much for hanging out. I'm going to ask you the question again. Let me know how you set up your cabinet for long-term growth, because enough with this short-term kind of setup that I've been doing. I'm excited this new direction I'm going with my plants because I'm getting the plant room set up for long-term growth. Even the living room, I'm gonna have some plants in there long-term. Thank you so much for hanging out with me in this long video. Enjoy the rest of your day. Always remember, you are loved.